You're listening to the Unlocking Women in Leadership podcast, a conversation with yours truly, Slindile. Well, hey there, friend. It's Slindile here, South African-born author, coach, and brand strategist, as well as your host of the Unlocking Women in Leadership podcast, where we celebrate your unique leadership calling and commitment to transform your life. Well, hey there. Welcome to today's episode. And really, today is just a candid conversation about confidence. I believe in this one thing. There are no triumphs without trials. There is no leader without followers. There is no transformation without a problem. Our peaks or mountaintop experiences come from the lessons we've learned from the valleys and from climbing up those mountains to reach a higher, more stable peak. When someone asks me what it is I do, I sometimes answer that question in this way. I'm devoted to growing leaders one question at a time, and through the Coaching Leaders for Impact book, I've provided coaching and leadership concepts that help emerging coaches, consultants, and women leaders who want to grow themselves and monetize their message by building a successful brand. That's quite a mouthful, right? One of the things that inspires your story is your ability to turn a tragedy into a triumphant life lesson. It's your ability to turn misfortune into opportunities. It's also your ability to share the transformational successes you've experienced so that someone else may be impacted and inspired to move through a painful situation and achieve their desired goals. When you share your story with the world, you've got to have a bigger sense of why. What motivates you should be the desire to impact another human being as you pursue your greatness as a leader. I know as professionals and people with big ideas, we have dreams, but find ourselves doing tasks that don't align with our dream goals. I believe, honestly, there are 3 things stopping you from reaching your dream goals and advancing your career as a leader. Number 1 is your beliefs about yourself and your circumstances. Number 2, your lack of boundaries in your personal life and in your business. And number 3, your unclear vision for strategic growth. I say this as someone, a Black female author from Mzansi, South Africa, who's been there. Trust me, I get you. As an entrepreneur, sometimes we get too busy trying to fit into a box depending on the client you work with or the funding we're looking for, rather than focus our vision and passion on the very thing we want to see fulfilled that will attract our clients, the ideal clients we want to serve, mind you. You've got to know the industry and career you're in as a business leader. Mine is author, coach, speaker, and leadership trainer. I'm in the thought leadership industry as an entrepreneur. My specialty solves the leadership problems you have either as an executive professional or a business owner. So in our company, Pearl Access, we help you leverage your expertise, grow your talent, and improve the skills capacity of your leaders through strategic leadership development, personal brand growth, and business consultation. The topic may change as you grow and evolve, but these will always be my first loves. My clients will also grow and evolve as my message and speciality evolves. And because I'm a writer first, the obvious thing for me to promote is the message I want the thousands to get hold of. As a result, these books that I've written over time, which are 4 now and counting, my coaching and consulting business has evolved and attracted different clients. However, I remain connected to my main message and long-term goal to transform people and business landscapes through leadership and personal development. If I've spent time researching and writing a book, you better believe that I'm going to stick with that and promote it as best as I can. Sometimes as authors, we write out of the heart, right? Then the anointing downloads what we need to say for the message to have a greater impact. My programs will always teach these 4 elements: how to elevate your leadership performance, how to transform your business through strategic leadership and personal development strategies, how to successfully monetize your message through a book, and how to build a personal brand as a thought leader. I've met so many entrepreneurs who know their vision, but it's just in their heads. They want to know how to articulate that vision in a way that gets buy-in from their employees. They want to know how to become more confident as a business leader. They want to know how to communicate their offers well so they can access greater markets. They want to learn how to present themselves well, that is, presentation skills that impact their customers and attract prospective funders. And they want to know how to elevate their performance and earn more money doing what they love. So, for today's episode, I'm going to talk about how to become more confident in yourself as a business leader. Mindset is everything when it comes to developing your confidence so that you can achieve your big dreams. We all could use another deeper level of growing in confidence, right? To allow us to soar in the rooms we're called to serve in. Even if you're a successful business owner or executive leader, there will be some projects or some circumstances that require you to access a deeper level of confidence that is ignited through bold, decisive actions, especially when you're in a non-empowering environment or have an insecure boss who doesn't know how to lead a powerful person. No matter the situation, decide to shift your mindset, believe in your self-worth, stop pleasing all of the people, learn the art of saying no with a smile, and position yourself for greater impact. Your perspective, that is your mindset about how you see and handle yourself in a meeting, should involve how you prepare in advance for that meeting. Let me say that again. Your perspective about how you see and handle yourself in a meeting should involve how you prepare in advance for that meeting. Yes, we do get emotional as women leaders sometimes, particularly when we're passionate about a project and want to drive our point across. What helps, though, is how you think about the day beforehand, how you think about your meeting beforehand, how you have courageous conversations in your mind about a courageous plan for those meetings that may intimidate you. Tell your confidence to rise up. Speaking positive affirmations helps reset your mind. However, you still need a strategy and crystal clear vision for your life, as well as articulated objectives with clear outcomes as a leader. So ask yourself, who do I want to show up as? Do you want to show up as an expert, a CEO, an influential leader, a bold and courageous individual, a well-researched marketer, a formidable force to be reckoned with, a woman of authority? The list is limitless. Sometimes we don't feel confident because we're unclear and unsure about what we really want out of life. You see, confidence thrives in courageous waters. Confidence has the power to pull you out of adverse situations so you can get back up again when you feel defeated in an area. If you can find a tiny thread of confidence in yourself, your gifts, your voice, no one will be able to stop you. So how do you find confidence? 4 things I have for you. Remind yourself of all your previous wins in similar situations. Think about how your credentials and experiences got you this far. Think about the things that make you laugh out loud and make your heart happy, and find that in your mind access it from your subconscious, feel it in your emotions, and pull it into your present. Confidence compounds. So when you access another layer of confidence, it makes you feel stronger. Why? Because you've taught your mind to bypass a trigger that usually leads to making you feel small and ashamed. So the ability to bypass a strong negative emotion returns the results in you gaining more strength. It's the assurance that no matter the outcome, your identity will not be shaken. So sometimes what shakes us is feeling very overwhelmed about dreaming, possibly, about facing a situation that could be confrontational, about believing in our self-worth, and about understanding that we need to have a life vision and a life strategy to move us forward. So here's how you overcome overwhelm and prioritize confidence. I know when I've felt overwhelmed, it was because I was disconnected from my whole being. That is my spirit, my soul, my mind, and my body. And during those times, it became obvious that I had overemphasized one area at the expense of another. So for me, when I'm overwhelmed in a particular area, it literally feels like pressure on my body, and my mind rejects any new knowledge. I also found that I tended to procrastinate more rather than be creative during those times. So the lesson for you here is to acknowledge that when you're overwhelmed, it's an indication that you've allowed fear to steal a valuable commodity, which is joy, from your growth process. So there's three ways you can deal with overwhelm. Number one is identify the tasks that are not enjoyable. These usually have to do with you facing your fears and dealing with past disappointments. Tackle these one at a time. Have that brave and uncomfortable conversation at work. Have that uncomfortable conversation with your banker and be real with your financial situation. Don't leave these for last because your breakthrough is on the other side of overcoming that fear. You want to deal with these tasks now, not later, right now, because you feel overwhelmed and tired because your subconscious and your mind does not know how to rest until you have dealt with those fears. Whatever the area, I hope on your list there's something that seems challenging. It's usually that point way down on the page as your brain pushes these out. These are the lists you dread. They currently feel like you're sucking up your energy rather than building it up. So identify those tasks that are not enjoyable, deal with those fears, don't push them out, and summon the energy to build up confidence again. The second way to deal with overwhelm is clear space and settle your soul. What do I mean by that? Find quiet time so you can listen to your soul. As entrepreneurs, having a strategy for personal development and mindset growth is key for the delivery of our projects and services. Clear space to meditate, write down your thoughts, literally dump your thoughts on paper in a journal, and allow yourself to feel the emotions arising from that. Don't think, just write or type on your laptop. Whatever feels comfortable for you, just write down your thoughts. It slows down the process and clears space in your soul and your mind. This allows you to access your inner voice, which ultimately is your inner strength. It also allows you to shut out all other voices. That means your boss's voice, your loved one's voice, your kids, your mentors, until you hear your voice. Quietness deals with distractions which prevent you from your ability to create and rejuvenate and build up confidence. The third way to deal with overwhelm is check your to-do list. Remember the first way? Let me go over it again. The first way to deal with overwhelm is identify the tasks that are not enjoyable. The second way is to clear space and settle your soul. And the third way is to check your to-do list. When your list is longer than the time allows you, look for quick actions that will shorten that list. Batch these lists according to projects and your capacity. Send that quick email. Do that quick errand. Our lists are connected to our expectations as well as other people's expectations of us. Our to-do lists are a written confirmation of what we need to accomplish as well as what we'd like to achieve over a certain period of time. These lists include project goals, dream goals, personal goals. So check your to-do list because it does affect your confidence. When we learn how to manage our soul, we position ourselves to be more productive and fully present. Trust me, when you've dealt with that fear holding you back from progress, you access greater strength to create, to build, to write, to strategize, to dream, and to develop more confidence. This process alone allows you the ability to build yourself and your brand. Let me say this as a final note. Everything about your life has a purpose to it. Everything. It's designed intricately and intentionally to produce greatness so you can live a good and confident life. What we believe and who we believe we are determines our level of confidence. What we think about ourselves influences how we respond to circumstances around us. So take action today, dominate your inner state, believe in who you are, and allow yourself to access the confidence that was locked in negative beliefs and is now converted in stronger, more positive beliefs about who you are. Make sure, if you haven't already gotten your book, Coaching Leaders for Impact, it is filled with incredible nuggets, coaching and leadership strategies to help you build your brand, personal brand, win others, and accelerate in leadership. If you enjoyed listening to this episode, do share it with a friend or a business bestie that you know needed to hear this. And then let's connect on www.slindilebaloy.com, where I can give you more resources and you could figure out ways how we can work together as a leadership coach, an entrepreneurship trainer, as well as your brand strategist. Until next time, friend, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.